Hello everyone, and welcome back to Wolf Quest 3 with our Generation 3 Dark Moon heir Basil, as he begins to pick up the pieces of their lives and try to figure out what to do now that we have tragically lost one of our pups. Mouse was actually taken. She's no longer even listed as one of our babies. She's just gone. But Mouse was taken by a hawk unexpectedly. There was chaos at the den, knowing that a hawk was nearby. Everyone was frantic. We tried and tried and tried again to tell our pups to go inside, and they wouldn't go into the den. And I think that the reason is probably that the den has flooded from the tremendously huge storm. There it is. From the tremendously huge, powerful storm that came through and actually kept Catalina and Basil from being able to come back to their pups last night. The pups spent a long night all by themselves, trying to figure out what to do. Badger actually wandered out of the den and was trying to find us just as we were tearing across the countryside, running as fast as we could to try to return to the pups. And it seems like this is the reason they couldn't go back inside, and we weren't able to go ahead and take our pups in and provide them protection from that hawk. And so here is Catalina. She's also reeling from the whole chaos of all of this, I feel. We have Argon over here with us, but where are our other pups? Oh, thank goodness. Rosetta and Badger are down here as well. And everyone just seems so subdued. Everyone just seems to be really quiet. We don't have a ton of energy. Basil is actually absolutely exhausted. Look at him. He's got no energy left. I think he's being exceptionally quiet because he just doesn't have his heart in this right now. I mean, he wants to protect his puppies, but guys, Basil's lifetime quest was to keep all of his children alive until the end of the summer hunting ground. And just like that, it's over. Just like that, we don't have that ability anymore. And now we need to start working towards the last of the dens that we're going to, the Rocky Cliff Den. So we'll start wiggling that way with our little ones. We'll hold on to Badger. But I just feel like Basil is utterly silent and emotionally spent right now because now he will never complete his life quest. With the loss of Mouse, that's the end of literally a life dream for Basil, and it means that he will never have as many fame points as some of the other wolves have a chance to have. We'll see if we can make up the difference by being able to go ahead and actually fulfill Catalina's desire to reach this third rocky den before we actually finish raising the pups to the summer hunting ground. But otherwise, I think Basil has kind of become a little bit numb. I think he's going to become even more protective and determined to see his pups survive, but where once he was extremely playful and once he spent a lot of time just laughing and rolling around on the ground with them, I think now he would really kind of look at what's going on with his pups, and he would be a lot more subdued. He knows the world is a very dangerous place and that dreams can be killed within it. So we're gonna have to see how this works for Basil and how he is going to actually, oh, we're so far away. Are the pups tired? The pups are exhausted. Everybody is exhausted. Let's go ahead and try to find some tall grasses. I think there's a tall grass over here. Yeah, there's some tall grass over here. And I think that Basil would just quietly go ahead and encourage the children to like climb into this tall grass and rest. And we'll go ahead and sleep right next to them. All right. Wow, I mean, I'm so devastated because Basil is just the sweetest of all of our wolves. And for him to have this happen to the pups, I mean, his dream is dead. His lifetime dream is dead, and that's really hard. Holy moly, like that's really hard to think about. Like, can you imagine a dream just being lost forever? It's very difficult to carry on. Oh, there's a coyote. There's coyotes now. All right, I don't think so, buddy. There they are. Oh. Yeah, oh my gosh. Badger, you're out again. Oh no. Alright, well, let's keep moving. But it's really hard. I have unfortunately, sadly, known people in real life whose dreams really do kind of seem to come to an end and they can't ever recover from that. But I'm hoping that Basil might be able to recover to some degree. But today is definitely an extremely sad day. And I think that it's gonna really be, oh, Badger just tripped over a log. Come on, Badger. He like ran right into it and went just absolutely overhead. Oh dear. Alright. And I think Basil really hates how we're going up towards where the coyotes were. Argon, don't go in front of us right now. Not when the coyotes were literally right here. But we have to go towards the next den, and that means going deeper into danger. I wonder if Basil is going to find a way to recover, like, emotionally from this, by trying to make his pups as strong as possible. A little bit of his mother Parsley's strategy. But I feel like he himself feels like he failed when it comes to the only dream he really wanted as a wolf. Like, even his eyes look more subdued and overcast. Oh my gosh, Basil. But I also think this is a great lesson, and I think Catalina in particular is probably encouraging him to keep moving, even though she's no doubt very sad about the loss of Mouse too, because the only thing they can do is put one paw in front of the next and try to at least carry on. And having had really sad things happen in my own life, I have to say, guys, sometimes that is the most powerful thing that you can do, is just to go ahead and kind of put yourself on autopilot. Do the things that you know you need to do. And then one day before you know it, it's kind of like really truly emotionally devastating events are kind of like forest fires. They can rip through your life. You can look out and see nothing but a barren landscape and feel like that's the end forever. But the reality is that just like a forest that suffers an immense fire, come on, Argon. Given enough time, oh, and look at that elk come by. Is that a mule deer? No, this is an elk, a big male elk. We don't need to mess with you, sir. All right, let's keep moving. We'll go around him. Argon, no! Argon! Oh, holy cow. Argon! What are you doing? All right, so he's hiding. Argon, come on out. Come on out. We really can't deal with this. Oh, I think Basil, I hope he isn't going to become, like, really snappy. Badger! This way! Come on, pups. This way, this way, this way. Catalina's trying to circle that big elk from the back. Did Badger get hit? Is Badger okay? Oh, thank goodness he's okay. Okay, we've lost our triangulation of where we're at, so we need to keep going this way, but let's go get Badger. Are you okay, little guy? Come here. I can't believe that big old, like, bull elk tried to step on our pups. Okay, there's a rabbit over there, but we really need to get to safety. That's going to be Basil's main job. I don't think he would become fierce and mean like his mother Parsley. I think that Basil would instead possibly snap out of his deep depression that he's got over this. Are the pups too tired to keep going? They are too tired to keep going. Alright. And Catalina, I think, is calling us back. Alright. Let's find the closest patch of grass. And then, how are the pups? They're getting a little hungry, but it's not major hunger just yet, so maybe there's a chance we'll be able to protect them. Ugh, we have to stay too close to this elk. I dislike that quite a bit. But the pups can only go so far on their tiny little legs. Yeah, so we'll have to see. Does that mean that Basil's going to become really fierce like his mother Parsley? Or will he have a more gentle way of trying to encourage the pups to become stronger? I feel for him so much. But just like a forest fire, guys, when really devastating things happen in your life, sometimes it is very helpful. The pups are getting a little hungry, but I think maybe they have enough energy to get to the new den. Okay, stay, stay, stay. Holy moly. Another attack. No, no, Rosetta, get in. Get in. Oh, and the bison are right over here too. Okay, Rosetta, stay hidden. Is Catalina chasing them? There they are. So we're being followed by these coyotes too. Ah, and there's the bull elk. He remained nearby as well. And then there's a bunch of bison right over here. I think Basil's appetite has probably been lost forever. I don't think he's going to turn down any food or really try to hunt a bison anymore. All right, let's see. This way, guys. Let's get away from the bison. That is an instant problem. Argon. Oh, Argon, he really is so scared. Argon gets scared so easily. And we run into this problem quite often with him every time we travel. Rosetta, stay by. But we do run into this problem with Argon, where he gets super scared and doesn't follow along. All right, Badger, are you coming? Oh, thank goodness. Okay, Badger tries his best. Badger is really sincere in all of his efforts to try to do what, you know, he's being told. Rosetta is really scrappy. She's actually reminding me more and more. Let's keep going. But she's actually reminding me more and more kind of the founder of the Moon Pack, Luna. Because I feel like she really believes that she's just going to be doing her best to survive as a wolf. Challenges might come. She might end up getting a little bit scratched up from trying to endure whatever she has to face. But I feel like Rosetta is just a survivor. That's what I'm trying to say. She does her best to try to survive. And I think, especially with the loss of her sister, who used to play with her all the time. Alright, stay with us, Rosetta. I think she would have a really good sense. Well, she gets lost easily. Alright, good. The elk are on the move. We don't want them near us. Not when we have the pups with us. Rosetta, you coming? Okay, good. Rosetta is still coming. Let's carry her for a minute. She does get lost a lot. That is definitely a trait of hers. However, she also really does her best to try to survive the situation she finds herself in. Argon is terrified of a lot of things. He tends to freeze and back down from fights. And Badger, he's just sincere. He's just extremely sincere, kind of like his dad, in trying to just do the best he can to survive. And here we are. We've almost made it. Come on, Badger. I don't think Basil would even run to the den, even though he's excited. The pups are so excited to be able to make it to the den, though. Oh. There we go. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to stay at this den. And this is going to be our refuge as Basil tries to go ahead. Let's see, what will we call this one? We're just going to call it the, let's see, the Shelter Stone Den. There, and now the pups are here. We'll go ahead and Basil, like, he really, how are we going to build our pack affinity when he doesn't feel like being playful? Can you imagine if we actually had a wolf who never wanted to play? Maybe that's what just happened to Basil, and now instead he's going to have to just try to display to his kids, like, how to be a little confident. And meanwhile, Catalina has actually gone ahead, and Argon's trying to learn, oh, he's trying to learn confidence from his dad. So we'll try to show him, like, you have to just be very confident, son. And there's a lucky rabbit foot over here. Again, I don't think Basil would turn it down as potential, like, as a potential waste of food anymore. Will they eat from this? I think they will. Yeah, look at that. Now they're going to go ahead and eat the larger chunks of meat on their own. So there, a lucky rabbit's foot for the kids. Ah, well, alright guys, we've made it! We have now actually completed Catalina's desire to go ahead and stay at 3 different types of dens. Let's send the kids inside so that they can actually go ahead and rest with their mom. And we can see that right before we get ready to sleep as well. So we've completed one of our 2 wolves life quest, but it wasn't Basil's, so he will always carry that with him. And when we put together a big compilation list of the different wolves and the different quests they've gone on in their lives, gosh, but I'm glad that we're here and that now at least we're a little bit safer. And we'll have to see how Basil copes with all of this next time. So if you guys could, do please leave a like for our boy Basil and his wonderful mate Catalina. And if you would like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.